Hey guys, MMA Savant here, and I'm going to tell you what I believe is the most important thing you ever learned in jiu-jitsu class. And when I say jiu-jitsu, I'm including any kind of submission grappling, any kind of 10th planet, any kind of Hayastan, any kind of submission grappling, gi or no gi. So this, in my opinion, is the most important thing that you could ever learn, or that you did learn in class. And it's not going to be some disingenuous honor and respect and stuff like that. That's not the most important thing to learn. The most important thing you ever learned, you learned it on your very first day. Or your very first week, depending on like scheduling of the school. But you get what I'm saying. And that is the UPA sweep, or the mount escape, whatever your school calls it. Now, why is that the most important thing, in my opinion? That's the most important thing because think about when in life you would want to know how to use that. If I got tackled to the ground by a big, scary, aggressive, angry guy, and he was sitting on my stomach, punching me, in the eye, in the nose, in the teeth, in the face, in the head, and I was fully mounted, and he had gravity on his side, and it doesn't take any brains to ball up a fist and bring it down. It doesn't take any skill. You don't have to be taught that. Okay? I would want to know how to escape that more than anything else in the world. Because what happens if it doesn't go well? Or, I'm sorry, what happens if it goes terribly? I die. You know, people have died that way. People have died from they've got brain damage, they've become brain dead, they've got their jaw broken, their teeth broken, their eye socket broken, their face caved in. Now you're like, well, I could have just escaped. You can't just escape it. That's the problem. You have to know how to escape it. And you think you're going to escape an aggressive guy punching you? And let's say that a person helps you and tackles him off you, or the police come tackle him off you, and he was only on you for 12, 15 seconds, right? Meridian, say hi. What does your little singlet say? Brand sparkling new. Look at that, everybody. Anyway, 15, 20 seconds is long enough that you're going to be in the hospital, you know. Now, the most important thing you learn, this is especially for self-defense, the most important thing you learn is not an offensive move. Because if you are in a position to do an arm bar or a knee bar or a choke or whatever, you're also in a position to push away and run away and get away. You know, you're choosing to choke the guy out. You're choosing to pop his elbow. You're choosing to put a heel hook on somebody. Okay? Now, you might say like, well, I think a choke defense is the worst thing. Or is the best thing. It's a good thing, you know. But the worst thing that can happen to you with a choke defense is, like, you can definitely die from a choke. We all know that. But for a person to have the strength and the static strength that jiu-jitsu players have, that we all have, where we can hold a tight grip for 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, so it goes unconsciousness, brain damage, brain death, actual death, right? And it takes, some people say 3 or 4 minutes, some people say 7 or 8 minutes, but whatever it actually is. Now, you can, you can squirm and scramble and fight and claw and grab and get out of that choke. You can get lucky with that. You're not going to get lucky with the person mounted on you, punch you in the mouth, punch you in the brain. And you're like, well, what about an armbar escape? Number one, dudes that are insecure enough to go around picking fights in the street don't do arm bars because they don't know jiu-jitsu. And number two, the worst thing that could possibly happen to you is a broken arm, which sucks, but it's just a broken arm. Because guys aren't going around doing heel hooks and all that other nonsense, twisters and stuff like that. So, the most important thing you ever learned, you learned it on your very first day, it is the mount escape. And it's as boring as it sounds, and you might have already had it mastered by now, you know, you should be doing it at least once a week, you know, drilling that for 25 times or something. Because that's the one thing you're going to wish was second nature. Because you don't want to have to go, okay, step one, bring my feet to my butt, hip, what was the word? Buck up, trap the arm, trap the leg on the same side, head to the mat, punch. You don't want to have to think about it. Just do it, you know? That is going to save your life, you know? So that, in me and Meridian's opinion, is the most important thing you ever learned from jiu-jitsu class. And it's the only thing that's going to actually save your life in a statistically real situation. The chances of somebody good enough at jiu-jitsu to put you in a triangle choke on the street looking for a fight is not likely, you know? It's just not like, you know, passing somebody's guard. And if you can do anything Meridian. Carmi. If you can do it, if you can do anything offensively, you also can be smart, push them away, and run the hell away, run away. Now you might be like, well, you know, I'm a street thug, you know, I don't run away. That's fine. Maybe you're just running away because you don't want to deal with the police or law enforcement or whatever your reason is, you know. But anyway, I'm rambling here. The most important thing that you ever learned from jiu-jitsu, submission grappling, whatever you want to call it, is the UPA. And I would do a demonstration of it, but I got a baby here who's only this big, and Carmen's coming off of a surgery, so I can't do it. But walk into any gym, they might even teach it to you for free. You know, it's very simple. I'll do a technique video on it later. But that's my opinion. I hope you guys like it. And that's the most important thing you ever learned in class. Thanks for watching, guys. MMA Savant, and I'm out.